everyone, welcome to another video. As you see, chocolate milk is back there. Well, you got to say chocolate milk. I got the build going on. I don't want to show you the inside of this today. Sorry, it's a teaser, but that's what she said. On January the 13th will be the first video of the build of chocolate milk. Don't worry, I'm not going to say that every time I say chocolate milk. Okay. January 13th will be the first of the build. There's going to be plenty of videos. I think the fourth video will be the electrical, fourth or fifth video. I'm already edited 3 videos right now. I'm still working on the kitchen, but hold your horses. I will show you the countertop. I just brought the countertop today. I'm going to be doing something with that, but today I'm going to the next video or the next one will be electrical. So I have this eco-worthy battery, 280 amp hour. I want to discuss real quick. Since it's cold outside, I brought a heater out here to heat up the atmosphere, and I'm going to sit here and talk to you about it real quick and talk to you about the trailer. All right, folks, I got my cheat sheets right here. I wrote down, and I already discussed the next few videos. Starting January 13th, you're going to see probably the build of the floor and the walls, building the frame of everything, the skeleton, and maybe the insulation. But this right here, I really need to power this unit. I'm trying to go solar when I'm doing the primitive camping, and I'm going to hook this up with a shore, and meaning shore is to hook it up to like a campsite or a house or something like that. So I'll be at campsites every now and then, but I want to be more primitive, to be to my own and more meditational, relaxing. So I am getting batteries for certain items. I was testing this out on this AC heater, humidifier, slash something else, I think just a fan. But I was doing tests on it earlier, and I'll show you pictures now while I'm talking. But running at the fan speed at about 5 amps, or a little bit under 5 amps, this thing can run almost about 60 hours. Basically, I'm trying to look at maybe a few days. So if I have a few days with no sunlight, I could still have a heater or air conditioner, but that's just running at low speed. So it's probably going to run this amp. It goes all the way up to 12 amps, but that AC is like for a 700 square foot enclosure, which I'm going to have 70 or 80 square foot maximum. So I'm not going to have to run it at full speed. So maybe 10 amps tops at times. It's going to fluctuate when it turns on and off. So I would say at least a couple days just with this one battery. So I'm really enjoying doing the tests on this. This is a 280 amp. The side of it reads 3,584, but I hooked it up and I think it said 3680, and that picture will go up now. But this is a LiFePo battery, LiFePo4. If you don't know what LiFePo means, it is 3 elements. Lithium, if the element chart, if you want to go back to school and that chart, you couldn't remember all the letters on there and why they made certain letters, certain things, didn't even have that letter in the name, or maybe it was just me thinking that. But the Li is lithium, the Fe is iron, and the Po is phosphate. Lithium, iron, phosphate battery. This battery here, I did write down, it weighs 62 pounds. 62 pounds. But if this was in a car with the same power that this has, if this was in a car, this would weigh roughly 120 to 125 pounds. This one here has other options as well, but this does weigh 62 pounds, but it has 280 amp hours. When I hooked it up and on the Bluetooth, and I'll talk about the Bluetooth in a second, this was at 290 amp hours. So they rate these lower than what they actually are. I don't get nerdy about it. I'm not a nerdy person about digging this thing apart, tearing it apart, and all that stuff. Some other channels do, but if you want to check them out, they get really intense with their voltage, their amperage, watt hours, and they really test it a lot. What I'm doing is for real life situations. The refrigerator in there I have can run off AC, DC, or propane, so I'm going to be testing that on other batteries here to come. So you're going to see a few batteries in a row around Black Friday, so you guys can get a deal. So please check the descriptions for eco-worthy, because I'm already going to tell you, yes, I'm doing a little spoiler here again, but I'm already going to tell you I really enjoy this battery. If you know me, I barely read the black parts. That means read the instructions. I didn't even have to read the instructions. I was about to, but I lost the box. So all I did was go to eco-worthy app on my Play Store, click the button, download it in probably 10 seconds or less, and once you hook this up, the blue light's flashing, and it found it in probably 5 seconds or less. Hit the button, and the screen that's popping up now is what I saw. Showed the amperage, it showed everything, and this is on standby right now. So you got to hold the button in. It conserves energy, so if nothing is pulling power from this, it conserves energy, and you can turn it on and off from the app, I believe. But they have the home screen that shows pretty much what you really need to know of what's running at the time. On the control part, you can put storage mode or buzzer alarm function. It has a buzzer in this. What else? The data. Tons of data on the other screen. And then on the fault, it ain't my fault. It's usually not, but it really is not going to be my fault, because it's going to tell me a lot of different features on here. It has an overprotection. It has the BMS on here, battery management system. On the Bluetooth deal, I didn't know if this is included with this battery or not. I think this might be an add-on feature. So you want to check with them on that. And like I said, the descriptions might have a link for you guys to get a discount. This one here, I think, might run around $600. There's one that actually is a 280 amp with less features with a non-Bluetooth that might be under $500. I think $480 or so. But there's some batteries. I saw a 280 amp with a lot of name brands. It's the same thing. They slap another name brand on it. There's ones all the way up to $2,000. Yes, $2,000 for the same 280 amp, and 900 to 2,000. So there's different brands with the same amp hours and wattage that this one has. And this one, for that price, I know you think it might be steep, and I used to be cheap when it comes to everything. But if you want quality and if you want to live primitive, I think paying a certain price is well worth your sanity of being out in the middle of nowhere where nobody can bother you, hear some birds chirping and such. So what else? This does have the 300 BMS, the battery management system. Some of them have 280 amps, like this amp hours. It's saying 300 because this thing actually is 290. I know the numbers are getting all over the place, but some of these, let's just say 280, some of them might only have a battery management system only to 100 amps, so it doesn't go all the way up to the full capacity where it can't manage it. That's pretty much all except the steady discharge of this is 200 amps, so that's a lot. It does have a thrust. It does have a thrust of 850 amps. So if you got something that's starting up that takes a lot of amps just to kick it up and get it running, and then it drops the amps, it can peak at 850, and then it can climax if you want. The thrust 850, climax to 850, and then steady at 200. And I like the digital display up top. It has, as soon as you turn it on, it says 0% for a little while, and it's going to check how much it is, but it goes up 25, 50, 50%, 75%, and 100%. There's really nothing else I can say about this, guys, but this is going to be an addition, one of the additions. I got a few more batteries to review, but this one here, it's already going great with the reviews. That this is definitely going to be something that I can spend more time in the outdoors. I'm going to hook solar to them too and charge these back up. And speaking of charging them up, I had a 20 amp charger, and I'm telling you now, if you got a 20 amp charger, you can charge this up. If you got the time, 10.5 hours to wait for it to all the way to charge up. But I sent those back and got an 80 amp charger, which charges up in like maybe 2.5 hours. So that right there, spending the extra money for that, so I don't have to sit for 8 extra hours. If I have to sit somewhere and plug something up and charge it up, it's well worth the time. My time is worth money, folks. And speaking of that, I do have to jump off here to get this started because I have this countertop, which is going 2 different places. I had to cut a little bit, trim a little bit off here, cut 3 times to make 4 different countertops. I can't tell you exactly what I'm doing because you have to watch the videos. So if you like the reviews, and if you think about doing a camper, please comment below of what battery system that you might have if you already have one, or ask any question that you might have. And if I don't know, I will actually try to hunt the question down for you guys. So please check the descriptions, see if there's a Black Friday sale going on when this came out. This did come out November 12th, so if you're catching this after Black Friday, probably not going to get the Black Friday sale, so please jump on it as soon as possible. That's what, ooh, she did not say that. Okay, guys, gotta go.